Hey guys, it's a History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Silent Hunter 5. Season 2, no less. We loaded in.
Smoke on the horizon. Bearing 318.
And we were able to resupply. So now what we gotta do... Come on, map. Whoa, we do not need to be that far out. We need to get ourselves out of where we is. And as you can see, this is going to take some fancy little maneuvering. Let's take the Prometheus. Ahead slow, please. We don't need to be going crazy fast here. We'll approach like that, and then out like that, and then come on, map. You can cooperate with me. Out like that, out like that. Out like that. Out like that. I've no idea what that yellow thing in the water is, but you know what? Let's just hope it's not a mine. That would be unfortunate if it was. And then straight down like that. And out into the open water. Oh, that's looking a little... There we go. My damn cat wasn't doing any sort of talking. And then as soon as I start recording, he's like, no. We're going to start meowing. Anyway, you guys probably don't care about my cat. And now that you've sat through the exciting plotting of a course out of a harbor, we got a lot of promotion points to spend. So, let's spend them, shall we? We're going to get a full row of passive torpedo abilities. I think that sounds like a very good idea. We're going to get some gunnery, because that's always good. Good, that applied. We're going to get a full row of sound. We're going to get... Why not? A full row of... I guess that was sound. Full row of sound and radio. Where is my navigator? This guy does increase dive time, or dive speed, which is good. We'll do that. We might as well get some points in the old engine. And I'm doing the passive abilities first. I'll do the active abilities later on, obviously when we need it. And with 3 more points, can't do anything with our command staff, if I remember correctly. And indeed, I do. So with those 3 more points, I think we'll get 3 more torpedo experience upgrades. So there we go. We got our crew slowly working towards better things. We have a medal, of course. And can we assign any medals to our crew yet? Dieter? No, we can't. So we just got the XP. That's okay. We can see our crew efficiency is slowly climbing. Our morale's at 100. Our leadership's at 100. Unsurprising. Old Wolfram. I have a feeling I've already referred to him as Guntram once. Maybe not. It's tough, guys. It's tough. Take a sip of my iced coffee. Let's kick it up to speed 2. I think we'll be able to do a little bit of maneuvering. I hope. Let's see. Are we going to clear the wall? Not looking good.
All stop.
If I'm honest. So let's just back the ship up a little bit. And forward.
Slow speed ahead.
Is this just going to turn into an Austin Powers driving thing? I have a feeling it will.
All stop.
So, yeah, okay. So what we're going to need to do is just...
Back full.
Well, maybe back full is a bit ridiculous. If we just back her up... is there a way to, like, break course?
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
Yeah, if we just do that,
Degrees.
right? And then,
Ready.
as we slowly back up, we'll just keep an eye out here. We can push her back a bit further.
Minimum speed back.
We'll just back her up a little bit. Return to course and
Slow
speed 2 ahead. That should be good. If I take a look at my course, we should should be able to make this turn without issue. Lovely. Alright, well now that I've thrilled you guys for the first 5 minutes of this video with plotting courses and backing up and going forward. And drinking. Yeah. I don't know. We got a long way to sail out of Kiel. So let me take this opportunity of a little bit of dead time to just address what is one of the most requested video series out there on my channel, and that's the War Thunder. I play War Thunder. I've played War Thunder for years. Here's why I don't do videos of War Thunder. It takes too long to level up. It's a grindy game, and I don't have a lot of time in my life to devote to getting the next level of Spitfire or ME-109, you know,
Speed ahead.
to then get the next level of Spitfire or ME-109, so on and so forth. And it's a multiplayer arena shooter game. Not that I'm, you know, taking a knock at multiplayer arena shooters. They're great games, and I do enjoy my time whenever I play them in small doses. So yeah. The thing is, I don't know how to make a series out of it. Take Silent Hunter 5, for example. Stories develop, right? Right, Dieter? We know stories develop in Silent Hunter 5. We've seen it in the first series. I develop a connection with the crew, and things just sort of happen. It's like emergent gameplay. Same thing with Paradox strategy games. Same thing with a lot of strategy games, if I'm honest. There's no set story that anybody follows, or that the game follows, but stories emerge. There's not really a story that emerges out of War Thunder. It would just be me flying the same
We are in
missions
shallow waters, Captain.
over and over again, and doing quite poorly. I am not good at that game, and I get enough comments about how I'm playing this game wrong, or that game wrong, or any other game wrong. I don't know if I want to put up a full series of a game where I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm not that skilled, to just be told that I'm doing it wrong again and again and again. So this is why chances are incredibly low that you'll ever see a War Thunder video, other than, if I do another Ask Me Anything or channel updates or things like that, because it's great to have in the background. But there's not going to be a full series of it. If you're holding out hope for that, if the only reason why you're subscribed to my channel is the vain hope that I start playing War Thunder, unsubscribe is basically what I'm going to tell you. Go watch other people who have channels devoted to games like War Thunder, and who actually know what they're doing and who are good and whose opinion actually matters when it comes to that game.
Ship sighted. Bearing 313.
I certainly don't consider myself an expert in any game, because I'm not. But when it comes to things like, Silent Hunter 5, for example, I'm no pro, but I know my way around this game. I know what's up. I know some tricks, some personalities behind it, that I've got a pretty good handle on it, I think, anyway. So, yeah. I don't have that, and I never will have that with competitive multiplayer shooters, because I'm not a competitive person. I'm not a very good shooter, and yeah, that's pretty much that. And this even sadly goes to World of Warships, which looks like an amazing game. I can't wait to play it, but don't be expecting a series from it, because it's it's not my channel's style of video game. Anyway, allow me to wet my whistle one last time. We got to figure out what we're doing today. And we've got, obviously, the northwestern approaches. We've got the southwestern approaches. We got June and we got March. So, considering it's October, it makes sense to go take the northwestern approaches and complete that. And then once we get these two missions done, that's it. We're done. We don't have to worry about the other bonus missions. And we'll be in a good position for Norway. So, good. What are we doing today? That's a very good question. I'm glad you asked. there's been requests to go take a look at some ports. At this stage of the game, I really have no issue with doing port raids at all. Obviously, I'd want to find a good one to go to. One that's nice and open. One that's got a good, area of approach. So, I'm not going to lie. Methyl, I don't know. Correct me in the comments. That's looking pretty good. Down along here, these ports are good, but from experience, there's really not much in Tyne or others. So, Blythe, Blith, Bluth, who knows? I don't. I'm on a roll today, ladies and gentlemen. Grimsby. That sounds like a great place to go. I think I've been there before, and it was a bit of a letdown. And of course, obviously, if we go through the channel today, that looks rather interesting. If we go through the channel, there are a ton of places to raid there. I don't like coming back to my ship and seeing us pointed in that direction, but I think we'll be okay. We'll just start our turn a bit early. Regardless, we've got to go to the north, we got to go to the south. We got to go to one of these two locations and start shooting stuff over there. So, I think, honestly, we've got time. We've got time for both, right? Like, it's March. It's not that far out. I think we're going to hit a channel run today, guys. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. So, we will pop out into the world.
Course 209. New waypoint. Course 182. New waypoint.
Come on through the Straits of Dover.
179.
And,
Course 184. New waypoint.
come out to this area, basically. We don't really need that last waypoint. We can just stretch this sucker out and start hunting in the Celtic Sea, which is, pretty cool idea. I am all for that. I really want to see what that is. So we're coming up to it. It's once we get our turn in.
Escort sighted. Bearing 50.
Right, we're not seeing it on the mini-map, but it is definitely there. Well, it's not a mine. That's good. And it would be ridiculous to lay a mine this close into the harbor. I think, anyway. Here's our sub pen. So, eventually, we'll make it in there. You can see people hanging around. Not much in the other pens. We got another U-boat sitting out here. Undecorated. No crest. That's pretty boring, guys. Disappointed. But I guess not every boat can be as fancy and wonderful as the Prometheus. So yeah, that's basically all I've got. I've already wasted 13 minutes of your time just jabbing away.
It's one of ours. Bearing 18.
Yep, there she be. So we are going to be back when I've got something exciting to share with you guys. Hopefully, it'll be ships to sink. At the very least, it'll be an interesting run through the channel. We're about, a month and a half into the war. So, defenses should be out and up, and the Royal Navy should be looking for any ships coming their way. Doesn't matter. We'll sneak past them, because we're just that good. See you guys in a bit. Alright. We've stumbled across a lone merchant coming along. We will, give me that control, and we will just change our course so we can, hey, that's a good, first or second hit. And, as we close in on this guy, we'll slow ourselves down, so the gunnery platform is just a little bit easier.
Slow speed ahead.
For Max to handle, but I'm going to be honest, this guy doesn't have long for this world. let's maneuver this. Minimap not updating. So I'll just have to trust Max knows when this ship is going to go down. We've already got a nice little hole completely under the waterline, which is good. Yeah, keep pounding that ship, Max. We'll just head back, make sure. Oh yeah, we're in a great position. And they're going 3 knots. They're slowing right down now. So we could even turn just a little bit more south. That might be a bit too much. We'll go there.
189 degrees.
I mean, this ship is pretty much at a dead stop now, so it shouldn't be too much longer before she goes under. Not a big ship either. We're not adding too much to our kill totals here, but every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. I don't know why I started singing there. It's a problem I've got. All right, well, she's dead. Let's check. What did we sink? We sunk. Come on. Yeah, you see, not even 2,000 tons.
Returning to
Half
course.
speed ahead.
But at least that's something that isn't, me rambling. There's something in that. So what was it? Shift Z? Yeah, look at that. We'll get rid of the pointer. We can just watch this little guy slowly go under, I might add. I am terribly sorry for missing another big explosion. Come on. Shimmy your way down. You can do it. You're getting close. You're getting close. You're gonna hit the breaking point very soon. How much underwater damage did we wind up doing? Just the one hole, huh? So this is all just, above water structural damage. How far out? We've come quite a way. And that thing hasn't even gone under. That's okay. We're going to continue on. And, yeah. I'll be back when I got something interesting to share with you guys. See you in a bit. So just a little sit rep. We've reached our first waypoint where I start to, get a little bit concerned for the Royal Navy. I've disabled travel mode, but as you can see, it's a nice foggy day, so even though we're here in daytime, we're not going to be as visually evident as we would be in other locations. So, yeah, that was just me giving a little status update. I'll see you guys when I got something interesting to share. See you in a bit. All right, we've got an escort ship sighted. Now, if we take a look, they shouldn't be able to see us, but I'm not taking chances. That should be... Yeah, we're totally fine, right? So, yeah, we'll get under, and we should be able to avoid those destroyers off in the fog. You can see, they're a little close, but nothing too bad. So once we get under, we'll be sitting pretty. I think I'm gonna stay here. If I'm honest, if I need to man that torpedo quickly, I will. Come on, Naval. Let's get this sub under. Perfect. And now we're safe.
10 meters.
So we'll sneak past these escorts, and then
Down diesel engine.
we got another one down there. They're obviously going in opposite directions. Those guys are headed that way. That guy's headed that way. We should be able to split the difference and avoid the Royal Navy like the plague. See you guys in a bit. So as I've been sitting underwater watching these guys do their thing, thank you for the autosave right as I start to record. Everybody looks like they're doing their own thing, except for this guy here. He's definitely on some kind of sub hunt. or some kind of hunt. But obviously nowhere near interested in us, and hopefully we should just be able to sneak on past and not have to shoot at anybody. It's getting dark, which is good. We'll be able to surface once it's dark and obviously out of the visual range of any and all escorts that come along. I don't think this guy's going to be a problem, but let's see. Let's get our tools out. How far away are you? You're 15 kilometers away. You'll be fine. I'll see you guys if this guy gets to be trouble or we get something more exciting to shoot at. See you in a bit. Lo and behold, we might have something. This destroyer here is getting a bit too close for comfort. And, you know, I don't really appreciate that now. Where is there? He is just out there. So we'll just keep an eye on him. And I don't actually think... He's about 3 kilometers out. So I don't think he'll be much trouble to us. Still...
Target marked.
If we can get a shot out of the rear tube, we might as well take it, right? It's pretty rare you get a shoot on destroyers without them even knowing you're around. Let's get this as high up in the water as we can. And then it'll just be a matter of waiting for the right moment to strike. Which this rookie crew is getting better and better at. And that's close for a los. We can go ahead, drop the periscope, which you can do quickly by using the shift delete or shift insert or shift page up, page down if you're using the observation periscope. So, you know, there's always that. Let's just zoom our cheaty view in. Can I have... Of course. Let's do that, and let's see if we can't pick up our torpedo. There she be. Steaming along, going as fast as a torpedo can. And of course, we've got no torpedo reserves for the rear. So, it looks like this guy might be slowing down. I don't know, this might be a good shot. The closer we get, the happier I am with it. Although it could scrape the bow and, you know, not detonate. Although that is going pretty quick. Yeah, this might be good. And...
Torpedo impact.
That's a kill. That is a kill. Obviously, with a hole that big, you know... You're gonna kill a tiny ship like a destroyer. And how much is she worth? 1,100 tons. Not worth the metal she's made out of. At least not anymore. You know. That's a little bloody nose to the Royal Navy, courtesy of the Prometheus. We salute you, gentlemen. Have a fine day. We can, how is our battery power doing? We're sitting at 61%, and if we take a look at the map, actually, with that destroyer gone, we can probably
Surface the boat.
safely surface. And, continue on our merry way. So let's kick it up. Whoa! 3-speed. Forward, not backward. We don't need to back into this guy. I mean, really, considering the size of hole here, it should not take long for this destroyer to reach the bottom. Right? Right? There we go. Now we're starting to get the necessary bobbing of a wounded destroyer. Slowly approaching the bottom. Come on. Speed it up. We can't. Well, we can get rid of that, though. And get rid of that. If I do appreciate Silent Hunter 4 for one thing, it's the ships go down quicker. Which is someone who likes to watch ships go under, you know, it's nice to have it, still have the experience of being able to, you know, watch a ship succumb to the depths, but not necessarily in real time, if you will. But there, we've reached the critical moment. And now they're headed for the bottom. Any crew left on deck back here? I wouldn't imagine so. But I like that. We get the ass end of the ship out. Please don't correct me for not using nautical terms. All right, I know it's the stern, but ass end just is easier to say. So, yeah. Before you type that comment, know that I know what it is. Stern, bow, port, starboard. But ass end is so much easier. Anyway. I like that. I like that look. Right there. Still going up. Going almost vertical. And then down she goes. Bye-bye. Nice knowing you. Anyway. Whoa, come on. Come on, up you get. Up you get. No, come on, Wolfram. There we go. Well, that was fun. We'll see you when we got some more fun to have. See you guys in a bit. Alright, well, one habit I wish I didn't lose from Silent Hunter 4 is, you know, being more cautious of airplanes. Hurricanes you never have to worry about, but as soon as you see a biplane in the sky, you know, things could be bad. I got my gunner, my anti-aircraft gunner on it, but as you can see, he's aiming fairly low. So, you're not even leading your target, man. Naturally, not that I'm doing any better. Oh. Well, there goes our anti-aircraft ammunition. Nope, there we go. I guess it was just loading. Wish I had a load bar so I knew how bad things were. Anyway, I think we're okay. We can go ahead and get out of the gun. Get back on up to the deck. Is he coming around for another pass? Or is he continuing on? I think he's continuing on. Alright, panic averted. No need to worry about biplanes. Well, at least not on this run. We'll see you guys. We're almost to the area of operations. We'll see when we get there. Alright guys, so using all of my hunting skills that the last time I was doing this mission, needless to say, didn't really have, looks like we've picked up potentially a target. So let's go take a look. We are currently submerged. And come on. You should be let's unzoom. Still a ways out. What have we got? Not a big ship, that's for sure. A little two-masted freighter.
Tracking new target.
Yeah, we don't have any, obviously don't have any torpedoes in the back tube. We shot the one we had. And honestly, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to catch this guy for a torpedo shot, which is fine. I'm just going to do a little pan around. I'm pretty sure there's no one else out here. We got no other sound contacts. It's just the one. And, yeah. I think it's safe to blow the ballast.
Blow all ballast.
So we might as well see the Prometheus come out of here as quick as she can. Real quick. Wish I had my camera pointed on it. Anyway, we're going to do what is probably not surprising to anybody. We're going to go ahead, hit her with the deck gun. Dieter,
Man the deck gun!
thank you, sir. And, yeah, we'll just do the usual hunting her down. We can actually increase that. And, I mean, terribly sorry while I made you guys sit there watching the ship bounce up and down as I was adjusting my course. That was rude of me. I do apologize. Let's go take a look. We should be opening fire soon on this guy. He is a ways out. I will give you that. I think he's around 7 kilometers out. And let's scope it out. Just your average British freighter. Hauling fish, chips, and other assorted food. Perhaps this freighter in particular is loaded with Marmite, and we're actually doing the world a service, because that stuff is nasty. And that's coming from a Guinness drinker. The flavors are kind of the same, but one is a nice relaxing, enjoyable pint of beer. The other is not something you necessarily want on toast for breakfast. So that's just my opinion, of course. And we may be going a bit too quick. I see our shots are flying everywhere but the ship. So let's just slow her down a bit. The seas, they're not bad today, but, you know, they're not great. And how far out is this guy, actually? 4 kilometers now. That's not bad. Oh, that's not bad. We should be able to get some shots in. And indeed, we got at least one hit that caused an explosion. But, no fire. There we go. Ho, ho, ho! Ask and ye shall receive. We got some fire on this ship now. That's good. Let's get in close. Max, man, come on. Your shots are going everywhere but where they should be. Looks like this thing's already taken some damage, unless this is, you know, shot damage caused by us, which it very well could be. That could have been the first explosion, although I feel like we kind of hit the front of the ship for that first explosion. And indeed, it looks like we may have hit it below the anchor. Another pretty violent shot. This thing shouldn't have much life left in it. And it's not armed. So that makes our life a heck of a lot easier. Max, buddy. Damn the lack of a stabilized view. Well, we're definitely peppering the ship. No doubt blowing through our ammunition. Already looking pretty low in the water. Again, I'm no naval expert, but freighters should never be traveling at, you know, decks awash depth, and that's kind of where they're at now. Oh, another good explosion. Most of the ship is on fire, and we can see the crew here. Oh no, the crew has abandoned ship, or at least, oh no, they're back. No, they're gone. They don't know what to do. They're confused. I don't blame them. We got one guy up here checking his binoculars, looking nowhere near us, having a casual cigarette. I think this crew's a little lackadaisical, considering the situation they're in. But, you know, Max, buddy, you gotta hit the ship. Of course, I don't know if time acceleration has any sort of influence on if your shots are successful or not. It might. I could see that happening. And, I mean, obviously that is something I should know by now. Yeah, the waters are definitely choppy. But that guy should be going down soon. There we have it. Destined for the bottom. Actually, before I get all artsy-fartsy, let's get some actual work done here. See what that was worth. 1,000 tons. Just shy of 2. A little passenger freighter. Come on. You can go under. It's safe. We'll let you go. You're going to be one of those taken forever ships. Did that count? A little bit. Obviously, the ship wasn't big, so, you know, it's not going to count for much, but it looks like we got just a little tick. I think we need to sink for this one a lot. Why can't I see how much we need to sink for you? Well, it's you know, it's going to be a lot. It should say somewhere, though. That's not going to help at all. Oh, hopefully I didn't change course. Anyway, that's just me fuddling around with the interface. I think we got time for one more ship sinking, hopefully. We'll see if those guys are actually headed this way. I don't know how old that signal is, but if we park ourselves... Come on. If we park ourselves about here... You're kidding. Come on. If we park ourselves about here, we might be able to see them. See you guys in a bit. So sometimes it's worth it to go to a new location. Sometimes it's worth just hanging around where you were. We've got another contact, another freighter, lone freighter, coming in. He's about 4.5 clicks out. And what we're going to do is just get ourselves positioned rather nicely for a torpedo shot. Now, I could, obviously, in this situation, you know, use the manual targeting and probably get a hit. However, the seas are rough. I don't want to leave it to chance. I want to sink this guy, and I want to make sure we sink this guy. So we're just going to get ourselves in a nice position. Hopefully, we can catch this guy underwater. That's always the trick. And I think we should be getting pretty close here. I don't think this guy's seen us, which is nice. I appreciate the lack of a visual. One thing we are going to do is just drag this out just in case we need that extra little distance. But I think we should be okay to catch this guy. In fact, we'll kick it up to speed 4. And this guy is a relatively large freighter, so we probably could afford to go a little bit deep. We'll see if that comes back to haunt us. If it does, whatevs. We'll We'll deal with that when the time comes, if the time comes. So very close, and close. That might not be good. We'll get another 2-weapon ready. And about like that. We'll give that a try. Slow down to speed 3. And we'll follow these torpedoes in, if we can pick them up. Oh, I think there's one. There's the other one. This is the one that's pretty likely. And it's staying deep, which is good. And there she be. Traveling along mighty quick. Whoa! Like I say, it's a little bit choppy out there today. And I think this one's going to be pretty good. The other one coming in, well, we'll see. Thankfully, it's a big ship. So
Torpedo impact.
that's definitely a hit. And this will follow in pretty much the same location.
Torpedo impact.
And really, when you cut the front of a ship off, whether it be with torpedoes or gunfire, or even a plasma cutter, that ship is not going to last. It's going to go down pretty quickly. Yeah, you can't, come on, give me, there we go. You're not going to recover from that in the middle of the ocean. That's a bad day. So as this guy goes under, let's check. Come on, scroll down. Scroll down. Torpedo impact. I guess she was going to sink with the first one. The second one was just icing on the cake. 7,000 tons. I like that number a lot better than 1,000 tons. So let's check. Little tick. We're slowly making progress, which is good. We'll get our periscope down. We'll get on surface, and we'll go watch this sucker go under. Look at all that smoke. So yeah, in this case, it paid to not be all that mobile, and just sit and wait. Sit and wait for a ship to come your way. Some might say you could sit and wait for your ship to come in. Come on, come on, come on. Good work, Wolfram. Rough seas indeed. Well, guys, I think that's going to be a good place to leave the video for today, which is really why I surfaced. Never save the game underwater. It's bad news. Well, basically what happens is, for those who didn't see the mishap in the previous series, when you load up, the game thinks you're always underwater. So even when you surface, you build up CO2. So that's not fun for anybody. Come on, get out of there, UI. Let's get some nice shots here. I like that. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed this episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching. 141,395 tons. Man, we're doing pretty good. I likes it. I likes it a lot. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next time.